Buenas tardes, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estamos? Bienvenidos al canal YouTube Sport Game Máximo. Soy José María y estamos aquí con un juegazo indie al estilo GTA, pero muy personal. Bueno, ¿dónde está la diferencia? Que tú eres un policía, ¿vale? Empiezas desde abajo y vas subiendo de nivel según vas superando las pruebas, las misiones. Y es una pasada este juego. Yo cuando lo probé, que le eché unas 10 horas, como veis, me acuerdo que salió un desastre total. Gráficamente era una basura, aunque tenía una jugabilidad, digamos, interesante. Pero yo siempre dije, ostras, si este juego tuviera unos buenos gráficos, ¿cómo sería este juego? Siempre lo dije en todos los vídeos. Pues gente, ya tenemos aquí unos gráficos potentes, dentro de su género, me refiero. ¿Vale? No esperéis gráficos realistas, hiperrealistas, pero gráficos que están muy bien. Está muy parcheado el juego, le han metido, me parece que el tema de los perros, la ambulancia, no sé qué. Bueno, han metido un montón de novedades. Y gráficamente se ha superado un nivel muy alto. Incluso se ve mejor que los Grand Theft Autos de la época de San Andreas, ¿vale? Así que vamos a darle cañita al juego desde el principio, porque no me acuerdo cómo se juega. Además, porque a mí tiene tantas novedades que quiero disfrutarlo desde el principio. Buenas tardes, Carlos. Carlos le encanta este juego, se ha enamorado de este juego. Gente, como ya sabéis, si queréis que sigamos con este juego, que no debe ser muy largo, lo único que pido, likes, compartir, likes, suscribiros al canal si no estáis suscritos. Es lo único que pido. No pido dinero. No pido dinero, repito. Pido un poquito de apoyo, ¿vale? Así que nada, estaremos con él hasta las 8. Y a las 8 estamos con otro. Me parece que nos toca a las 8 Starfield con la Play 5 Pro. Buenas, David Durán. Nueva partida. Se restablecer el progreso. Me da igual. Este es el típico juego, con muchos que salen, que no merece la pena comprar de lanzamiento. Estaba el juego muy bugueado, me acuerdo bien. Y encima se veía fatal. Lo hemos hablado muchas veces, gente. Los juegos, algunos sí, no vamos a generalizar, pero hay muchos de ellos que no se puede comprar de lanzamiento. Me da igual si me escucha algún estudio, pero es que es verdad. Y este es un ejemplo de ellos. El que la ha jugado este juego sabe que es verdad lo que digo. Y es más, el que la ha jugado en el principio, cuando vea este directo, dirá, ostras, si parece otro juego. O sea, y se va a poner a jugar, seguro. Y el que nunca la ha jugado, en cuanto vea este directo, seguro que se lo compra. Segurísimo. Sobre todo si le gustan los GTAs, ¿vale? Sí, es igual. Me da igual perder la partida. Me da igual, tío. Es un juego muy bueno. Y es tan bueno que merece la pena empezar desde el principio. Me da igual perder la partida. Buenas tardes, Mr. Thor. Se ve brutal este juego. Y verás los reflejos de los semáforos, de los charcos. Quiere decir, ya lo vi, quiere decir que no tiene ray tracing. Míramelo si tiene ray tracing. Pon en la IA de Google, pon este juego y pones ray tracing. A ver si te sale algo de ray tracing. ¿Me entiendes? Bueno, espérate, déjame que lo mire yo. Así que a lo mejor estará ocupado. Déjame, lo miro yo rápido. Que sepáis que este mes me van a regalar un estudio, un juego, una novedad para Nintendo. No sé si estará bien o no estará bien, pero bueno, le he dicho que sí, que lo quiero, el código, me lo van a pasar. Y no sé qué día sale tirando a finales. A partir de 23, 24 de este mes sale. Entonces lo subiré al canal, ¿vale? Que también está bien que subamos algún juego diferente. A ver. Un segundo. A Carlos me ha enviado algo. Carlos ya me lo ha mandado. Qué rápido eres, tío. Sí, Precinct PS5 Pro cuenta con mejores gráficas que incluyen trazado rayos. Ray tracing. Es que claro, es que yo digo, sospechaba, digo, debe tener ray tracing. Y aprovecha la mayor potencia de la consola para mejorar la iluminación y los reflejos, tal como se muestra en el gameplay en la versión mejorada de la consola. Rendimientos y gráficos. Se han publicado vídeos mostrando Precinct en la PS5 Pro, destacando una experiencia visual mejorada en 4K y 60 FPS tras las actualizaciones. Ray Tracing PS5 Pro. La consola PS5 Pro está diseñada para potenciar el trazado de rayos, permitiendo que juegos con configuraciones de alta calidad funcionen con mejor iluminación. Vale, pues ya sabemos que este juego corre 4K, 60 FPS y con Ray Tracing en la PS5 Pro, ¿vale? Es que yo, Carlos, yo sospechaba, pero no quería confirmarlo 100% hasta que no estuviera seguro. Y gracias a ti, pues ya lo sabemos que tiene Ray Tracing 4K y 60 FPS. Esto es un ejemplo real que merece la pena comprarse la Play 5 Pro.
Welcome to Averno City. It may look
Lástima que no esté
peaceful
doblado en
from
español.
here, but trust me,
Lástima.
it's rotten to the bone. That's where we come in. Averno's finest. We swore an oath to protect this city, to look out for the citizens walking the
Hola
streets
Jaime, buenas
below.
tardes.
There's bad guys, and there's good guys. And then there's us, all balancing on a knife edge, fighting each other just to survive.
Este juego es un juego
But it's
indie,
a fight we're
Hay
losing.
muchos juegos indies que
Everybody
están
knows
muy
it.
bien.
We're understaffed, underpaid, and overworked.
La música me
Worse
recuerda a la
than
película
that, we got
Policía.
targets on our
Esa buena
backs.
película,
Every low-life
Trabajaba
punk and
Robert
thug
De Niro, ¿no?
thinks they can take aim. Heck, a few of us might even deserve those targets.
Y otro actor
Not
muy
all
bueno.
of Averno's
acuerdo cómo se
finest are that fine. We got our fair share of rot, too. What good is an oath of honor if you got no honor to betray? But me, I believe in the badge. That chunk of metal means something. And hey, some days the good guys come out on top. But most days not so much. All the while, the fight rages on. The lucky ones get a flag and a plaque. The unlucky ones get a flag
Valkyrie,
and a
ese.
21-gun salute.
Ya
Why do
confirmo.
we do it?
Esa es una película de
Truth
10,
is, for some of us, it's all we
Carlos,
know.
Una
But for
película de
others,
10.
it's in our blood.
La pienso verla de nuevo, Seguro que tú la tienes en Blu-ray. En 4K. Seguro. Esa seguro que la tienes tú.
And they remain at large. Chandler, Sayers, you're covering downtown. Keep 'em peeled. These guys are no joke.
You got it, boss.
All right, I know you're dying to get out there.
Can't wait.
But before you all charge into the blue, I want to introduce you to our newest tender lamb fresh out of the academy.
Bah! Where's Bo Peep when you need her?
Yeah, I could tell you where she was last night.
This officer graduated from the academy at the top of his class.
Yeah, that and 50 cents will get you a cup of coffee.
And Nick Cordell Jr.
What? No way.
will obviously have some big shoes to fill.
Jesus, what the...
Seriously?
They assigned him here?
Kowalski, if I may, I don't have to tell anyone in here about the late Chief Cordell, his stellar record, the respect you had for him, his untimely death. I especially don't have to tell Recruit Officer Cordell, who's lived with it every day of the last 5 years. But there is one thing I do want to remind you of. Every single one of you took an oath to protect this city, its residents, and your fellow brothers in blue. That's what matters. I don't care what your last name is, who your daddy was, or who you hang out with on your day off. Our worth comes from what we do, not who we know. I want you to welcome Officer Cordell, but But I'm not asking you to take it
Valkyrie
easy
que
on him.
hizo lo del
On it.
león
Or hard on him.
asesino.
He's a cop.
Puede ser
Just like you.
que era el
Just like
protagonista.
me. We're the ones
Junto
out
con
there
otro-
making the hard choices.
Otro actor
And
muy
those
bueno
choices
también,
are what make us who we are. And Cordell,
con
you're
Michael
gonna have to
Douglas.
learn the streets
Puede
and the
ser.
precinct the same way these mooks did.
¿Cómo se llama eso?
Are we clear?
Esa película.
Yes, sir.
Crystal, sir. Absolutely, sir.
Thank you, officers. Lodge Commander.
Appreciated, Chief. Sergeant Kelly,
Yeah, boss.
the rook's with you.
I pulled the last one
Why do you think I'm
Los
giving you
demonios de
this
la
one?
noche o algo así.
because I did something in a past life.
Los demonios.
You did something. I'll alert the
Demonios de la
media.
noche. Con Michael Douglas.
All right,
Iván-
squad.
Ivi-
Let's get out there and make Averno
Kilmer.
City proud.
Yes,
¿no?
ma'am.
Iván Kilmer, ¿no?
Time to pound pavement.
¿No
Come
era
on,
Kilmer que
Rook.
trabajaba
Let's go for a drive.
con Michael Douglas? Vale.
Let's see what Averno City has in store for us today.
Podemos mover la cámara. Es una maravilla, tío. Podemos mover la cámara.
Welcome to the ACPD, kid. Time for our first mission, sustenance. But, you can drive. My hip's been acting up lately.
Nosotros manejamos el joven.
Don't worry about the fellas.
Recién
They like
salió
to act
de la
tough, but that's
academia.
just because they don't have my natural good looks and winning personality.
El Santo también. Una película. A mí me encantó El Santo. Pero es un gran actor, ¿eh? Bueno, era, ¿no? Pero que fue un buen
I
actor.
bet you
Cuando
learn
era-
all
y cuando
kinds
era
of
joven,
fancy driving at the academy,
tenía-
but for now,
tenía
let's
carisma.
just take it slow and steady. Don't want to scratch the paint job on your first day.
sí, sí, se ve, ¿eh? Se nota el ray tracing de las calles, la iluminación.
Swing by the hot dog stand in Chinatown. There's a parking bay there.
¿Cuánto cuesta este juego ahora mismo? ¿30 euros? No, más de 30, ¿eh? Ya estamos liándola, tío.
Good job, rookie. Time for some chow. Ah, tube steak. Breakfast of champions.
20 euros, está rebajado.
How'd you take
¿Y
yours,
cuando no
kid?
está rebajado, cuánto cuesta?
The works.
A maximalist. I can respect that. What's the damage, Fareed?
Leo, my friend. For you, no charge.
Con el freno que rapa
Fareed, you
así.
old softy. You earn that tip every time, don't
Sí, con
you?
el freno en mano.
Breathe it in, kid. Best part of the day. Besides, you can't patrol on an empty stomach. You know, your old man liked his dogs too. Ah, of course you do. We came up through the academy together. Took different paths when we got on the force, though.
No me
He
acuerdo si
wasn't
tenía
gonna let
sistema de
anything get in his
cobertura
way.
de disparo.
And
No me
me,
acuerdo si tenía.
well, let's just say, water finds its level, and my level is, easy mode.
Central to all units, bank robbery in progress. Mercer ACB Bank on Mercer Street, shots fired.
Ah, Christ on a crutch. Another beautiful moment ruined. Oh well, that's what they're paying us for, right? Central, this is Unit 84, responding code 3.
10-484, be advised, suspects are heavily armed. Approach with caution.
Okay, kid. You wanted the real deal? This is it.
Apuntar, disparar, recargar. Ha cubierto. Sí, tiene cobertura.
Now remember, they get one warning. If they don't throw them down,
Antes no tenía
we
sistema de
take them
cobertura,
down. Get ready.
Antes no tenía, gente.
Freeze! Drop your weapons! Morons! Doesn't look like they're gonna give us a choice. Light them up! She's shooting! Suspect KIA. Shots fired! Central, suspect is neutralized. She's shooting!
Cuidado.
One less bad guy.
This is Bree Bookman in the ACTV Eye in the Sky, the #1 news
Tiene sistema de
cover in
cobertura.
Alberta
Yo me acuerdo que
City.
no tenía, ¿eh?
We're downtown where police are engaged in a fierce shootout following yet
Estaba
another
roto.
bank robbery.
Estaba muy bugueado.
It's not clear
Y los
yet
gráficos
whether
eran,
this is a notorious
eran muy
Hawkins
penosos.
gang or-
Pero
Hold on.
tenía la jugabilidad bastante
There's movement
buena.
at the back of the building. More criminals coming out. They're boarding a vehicle. It's a dark van and it...
Ahora sí que
Oh my
merece la pena
goodness.
por lo que veo.
Keep it tuned to ACTV, folks. Looks like we're in for a police pursuit. Suspect vehicle last spotted in Litchfield. Support is standing by.
Take the shot, kid! Take him down!
Ay, 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 ay.
Suspect vehicle was last seen in Brookhaven.
Shots fired! Central, suspect is neutralized. Dispatch, we need backup here.
Roger. Suspect vehicle last spotted on Fenwick North Bay. Bubble. Suspect vehicle identified as Ramona. Suspect vehicle was last seen in Brookhaven.
We need some backup.
Dispatch to 84, message received. Suspect vehicle last spotted on Portalo Hill.
Spikes didn't work, guys.
Suspect is on foot.
84 received.
This is your only warning.
Chase him.
Freeze! Drop the weapon. ACPD, drop it now. Reach for the sky. Drop the piece, scuzzbag. This is your only warning.
Arrest him!
You have the right to remain silent.
Atropella un montón, tío.
Dispatch, I need a warrants check on an ID.
Affirmative, stand by. 84, no infractions on record.
Good catch. '84 to Central. We got a 10:15. Pursuit has been terminated.
Copy that, 84. All units stand down. I repeat, stand down.
Whew! You did good, kid. Not everyone handles a pursuit like that on their first day. Get the perp into the car.
Vamos. Coche patrulla. Hasta allá arriba. Pues menuda persecución. Me he cargado, he atropellado un montón de gente. Vale, tío. Pero qué bonito se ve el juego, con el ray tracing, todo, tío. Qué bonito se ve.
Come on, Cordell. There's someone I want you to meet.
Ahora ir a uno a cogerlo, llevárselo. Está muy guapo este juego, tío. Está muy guapo. Y ahora se ve muy bien. Hay que ir por otro lado. Lo bueno que puede girar la cámara. Está muy bien.
Mean Gene? What's today's major malfunction?
Tío, no, es que se ve
The
guapísimo.
usual. Misfiled evidence, sloppy dockets, illegible handwriting, contaminated evidence. I'm surprised some of your friends here made it out of grade
Creo
school.
que lo jugué
Cordell, meet Eugene,
en la
our
serie
evidence
X.
guy.
Eugene
Con la Precinct, no me
Papadopoulos
acuerdo.
at your service.
Ah, te lo digo.
Kelly, try
No
the
lo jugué.
old "you drive, my hip hurts" routine on you yet?
Hey,
Thought so. He doesn't tend to lift a finger unless there's a gun drawn or a chance he might get pizza. Anyway, my job's to know where everything is, which basically means tracking down whatever you humps misfile, mislabel, or otherwise misplace.
we do our best.
Oh, I'm well aware of this unit's, limitations. Anyway, when you collect any evidence, you come see me. I'll make sure it's safe.
You're a peach, Gene. Never change.
Wasn't planning on it.
All right, kid. You did good today. But that won't mean a fart in a windstorm tomorrow. I'm out of here. I'll see you in the morning. Unless I die in my sleep.
Lo jugué en la
God, that
Xbox Series
sounds
X.
pretty good, doesn't it?
Y lo completé, Ese juego me gustó. En la Play 5 no sé si está. A ver, la Play 5, si está. ¿No está? ¿No está? ¿Cómo? Igual lo he escrito mal. Lo he escrito mal, Harline. Mira, también lo tengo en la Play. Ah, mira, me compré la versión más completa. No sé si descargarlo. Va, lo voy a descargar. Me acuerdo que ese juego es muy bueno, ¿eh? Es muy bueno.
In the next generation of Battlefield, take the fight to the streets as cops and criminals go head to head in an explosive urban firefight.
Muy bueno, muy bueno, muy bueno. Termina el turno. Sí, porque los fans querían un juego de guerra y se encontró que era un juego de policía. Y entonces la gente empezó a criticarlo. Es que... Yo siempre he dicho yo que hay muy fanáticos, tío. Que cuando le pone un juego que es diferente,
tidy
ya
work
está, lo
yesterday.
repudian.
Keep that up and you'll
A mí
be
me
leaving
gustó.
Kelly in the dust before he even has time to retire.
Love you too, Kowalski.
I know we dropped you right into the thick
Y
of
no
it
lo
on your
sé,
first day, but
si ese juego
fundamentals
se
are
ve mucho
important too.
mejor con la
What
Play
she
5 Pro.
means to say is
Ahora que lo
that
estoy
parking
pensando por la
tickets are how
potencia,
the city pays
a
the
ver,
bills.
voy a buscarlo.
Come on, Kelly, you know that isn't true. This city hasn't paid its bills in years. Regardless, today is going to be about old-fashioned police work. You're going to walk a beat and maybe straighten out a little bit of this bent old city.
Check your handbook for the violations to look out for.
Según aquí, no tiene el parche PSR 2. Estamos hablando de Battlefield Hardline. No tiene parche PSR 2. Pero dice que por la potencia puede mejorar la nitidez. O sea, que se vea más clarito. Mejora la calidad de las texturas. Dice que la resolución nativa son 900p, pero hace un rescalado a 4K. Y el juego funciona a 60 FPS. Dice que es importante notar que el Electronic Arts tiene programado el cierre de los servidores del Battlefield Hardline en consolas para el 22 de junio de este año. O sea, si se cierra el servidor, yo no sé si luego se podrá jugar este juego o no. Igual sí, pero no modo cooperativo. Porque dice que el día 22 de junio cierran los servidores. Yo no sé si ese juego se puede jugar sin el servidor. Igual no. O sea que ese juego... No lo sé. ¿Qué significa rescalado, José? Perdón. Rescalado, porque ya lo dice la palabra. Rescalar convierte en este caso 900p a 4K. Te lo aumenta la resolución. Nativamente era 900 y te lo sube a 4K. Mañana si puedo lo probamos. Lo probamos este Battlefield porque a mí me gustó mucho. Y no es largo, ¿eh? Oye, abre el manual. No, tengo aquí. ¿Esto es la comisaría? Ah, el manual. Esto es el manual. El mapa. Vale. Yo buscándolo. Digo, joder. A ver. Vale.
I guess we better earn our paychecks.
Existen 6 tipos de infracciones por mal estacionamiento. Bloquea una boca de riego, contrario al sentido del tráfico, demasiado cerca de un cruce, sobre la acera, zona de estacionamiento prohibido, parquímetro vencido. Va.
Let's go find some parking violations. There are 6 different parking violations to look for. Blocking a hydrant, parking in the opposite direction of traffic, too close to a crossing, or on the sidewalk. Oh, and of course, parking in the no parking zone. Oh, and don't forget expired parking meters. Just be sure a vehicle is parked illegally before issuing a ticket. You can't take it back. Ah, here's one. Can you see what parking violation this bozo is committing? Good job. The handbook shows all the violation types. Come on, let's check some parking meters. People are allowed to use parking bays until the meter expires. When you inspect the meter, 0 minutes remaining means it is expired. It's worth checking the meters at bays that are in use. There's a lot of people who don't like to pay their dues these days. Is it expired? Give him a ticket. Hey, you're getting the hang of this ticketing. You'll come across different crimes as you walk your beat. You could be issuing parking tickets one minute and chasing an armed thug the next. My advice, be prepared for anything.
Está aparcado encima de la acera. Este hay que multarlo. Si lo tengo claro.
Will you look at this? Write him up. You're a natural. Let's carry on. Got eyes on a vandal. Go handle it, kid.
Cada delito tendrá asignado un nivel de fuerza autorizada, que nunca debe superar. Los niveles son sin fuerza, fuerza reductora, fuerza no letal y fuerza letal. Vale.
Issue the fine and let's get out of here.
Control, check this one for priors.
Received. Checking now. All clear on that search. No criminal history.
Lo registramos. Multar.
Excellent. That handbook will help you stick to the rules. Graffiti is a type of vandalism, and only warrants a fine. Picasso there surrendered as soon as he saw us, so we didn't need to arrest him. That said, some criminals like to try their luck. They might throw a few punches, or they might take off. Both of those are arrestable offenses. Even if the initial crime only warrants a fine. Once a perp commits an arrestable crime, you gotta make the arrest.
¿Puedes acercar la cámara o alejarla? Yo lo hice en ajustes. Ah, sí. ¿Cómo? ¿Cómo se hace? Ah, bueno, puedes... Aquí te refieres. Sí, me gusta más así.
There's one. You know what to do.
Atacar, bloquear.
Whoa! Got a
All right,
wild one
punk,
here.
that's enough.
Try to restrain him. You aren't authorized to use that much force.
Ugh.
You got this, partner. Assaulting a cop? That's a serious
You have
offense.
the right to remain silent.
Qué bueno este juego.
You used your baton to defend yourself. That's fair enough. But next time, see if you can restrain him
Delitos,
instead.
asalto con agresión, fuga, vandalismo. Este es para la cárcel, tío.
84, no infractions on record.
Causa probable para arresto. Sí, sí, hay que arrestarlo.
Call an escort unit to take our suspect to the precinct.
Que se lo lleven.
Don't worry, you'll still get all the credit for the arrest.
Ya vendrá el colega, compañero, y se lo llevará.
Let's walk back to the station, but keep our eyes peeled.
Se ve mejor así, más cerquita.
spray can bandits in action.
A ver. Los sospechosos pueden oponer resistencia que marca una barra azul sobre su cabeza y pueden reducir mediante órdenes verbales, entre otras acciones. Cuando la barra se vacía, el sospechoso puede fray y podrá reducirlo. Vale.
Roger that.
Get after him.
Hey! You have the right to remain silent. Central, requesting a 1029 on the subject.
Affirmative, stand by. All clear on that search. No criminal history.
Causa probable para arresto. Pues sí.
Might as well escort this brain box ourselves. Quit struggling.
Hombre, si la policía está aquí. Estaba al lado. El tío como va con los grilletes puestos. Delito fuga, vandalismo. Si no hubiera dado la fuga, una multa se acabó. Lectura de derechos, sí. Procesado. Vale, a la cárcel. Y al otro se lo va a llevar.
Nice work, Rook.
Está chulo,
Some might chalk it up to natural talent, but instinct tells me your success today was
Está
due to
guapo,
strong
Carlos,
mentorship from a true
Esto te vas a
paragon of
terminar, lo
police
vas a
work.
completar.
A guardian of peace and a shining pillar of hope in a city
Sí, Battlefield,
sorely in need.
actualizaciones. Sí.
Right now, though, this pillar of hope needs a stiff drink. Anything you want to go over before we punch out?
What's the story with the August gang?
They've been around for about 20 years. Started out pushing drugs, but once they got established, they moved into all kinds of stuff. Guns, gambling, counterfeiting, extortion. There's rumors they even got a white collar on now. Hell, they hit a goddamn bank yesterday. You know what's even crazier than those clown masks they wear?
Pero claro, es
No
un
one
indie
knows
de bajo
who
presupuesto.
really runs
Ya han
the
hecho
show.
bastante esta gente.
Their big boss? He's a big question
Yo creo
mark.
que este juego le va a gustar a cualquiera que le guste GTA.
How long have you been a police officer?
Coming up on 25 years. Did my time as a sharpshooter in Korea, then signed up for the ACPD a couple of years later. Same time as your pops. You could tell right away he was bound for big things. Me, though, I keep it simple. Never been any good at playing politics. I just say what's in my head, and that doesn't tend to do me any favors.
You're retiring soon, huh?
Not soon enough. The minute my ticket's punched, I'm out of here. Looking forward to some peace and quiet. No more running after perps or changing diapers on rookies straight out of the academy. No offense. Yeah, just a nice glass of scotch after dinner. Take my
Lo que
daughter
no
to the
tiene,
Grand Canyon. My wife,
selector
too,
dificultad,
if she'll let me.
parece. Yo no
I'll
lo he
let you
visto,
head home.
selector dificultad.
Okay by me. Listen, kid. You're just starting out, and I ain't got long left
Ya,
on the
tiene
job,
helicóptero.
so I'm going to be straight with you. This is a tough shop in a tough town.
¿Cuánto le metes
I've
esta
seen a lot
día?
of kids
¿Una
come out of
horita,
the
Carlos?
academy all fired up about truth and justice and the American way, only to end up either on the take or in a casket. My advice? Keep your head down. Stick to your beat Don't piss off the chief. And maybe, just maybe, you'll get to retirement in one piece like me. You got that?
I hear you.
Ah, come on, you don't gotta humor me, kid. I can see that spark in your eyes. You're your father's son. No mistaking it. Careful who you show that spark to, though. If you're waiting for the other humps here at the precinct to step up, I hope you got some time on your hands. Ever since the gangs got to your old man, all the badges have been running scared. Stands to reason, if they could hit him, they could sure as hell hit any one of us. And that chased the fight right out of him. Me? I never had too much fight in me to begin with. Anyway, sorry, I probably shouldn't have said any of that. Oh well, what do you want from Motormouth Kelly? I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Get home safe.
2 horitas al día y 2 al Starfield. Y al 15 lo dejo aparcado de momento. Ya, te entiendo. Es lo que hice con este. Como salió bugueado el juego y faltaba calidad gráfica, pues decidí aparcarlo este.
Hey, Rook. Chief wants to see you in his office.
In any case, we're going to need to keep this quiet, even here in the shop. This is not for general consumption.
Got it.
Ah, Cordell, come in. I want you to meet Detectives Lee and Ferreira, our top investigators working the organized crime beat.
Heard about your baptism by fire at the bank the other day.
Yeah, log 200 more like that and you'll be a real Averno cop.
I don't know, look at him. I think he's got it in his bones. It's good to meet you, Cordell. Your pop was one of my heroes.
That'll be all, gentlemen. So, Cordell, it seems your work at the bank the other day turned up a promising lead. We discovered a print on a dropped weapon. It matched someone who wasn't even at the scene. A Mr. Michael McKenzie, rich guy, lives in a mansion on the north side. Tactical paid him a visit a few minutes ago, but it seems he was tipped off. As soon as they breached, he sped off out the back. We're scrambling an aerial unit to track the vehicle now.
Oscar, me lo has preguntado en comentarios, ya lo he visto. De momento no. Más adelante sí. De momento no. Es que ese juego, ¿sabes lo que no me gusta del Demon's Souls Remake? Que no tienes una hoguera cercana del
Excuse me, sir. Bird is fueled, ready for wheels up in 2.
Martinez, this is Officer Cordell. He'll be with you on this operation.
A rookie, sir? Is this the right time for...
It's the right time for you to obey orders, Flight Officer.
Yes, sir. See you up top, Cordell. We gotta move.
I authorized you on this mission because I was impressed by your performance at the bank, Cordell. Don't make me regret this decision. Now get up there.
Mira, ya subimos el helicóptero.
Let's go, Rook. We don't got all day.
Para subir por aquí.
Suspect vehicle identified on... Fenwick intersection 6. Suspect vehicle last spotted on Fenwick intersection 3. work a spotlight? Keep it glued to the perp and call in backup as you need it.
Need backup at my location.
Copy. Steady.
Y está
Hawk 12 to
arrestado.
Central, aerial pursuit has been terminated. Hawk 12, you are cleared to return to command.
Excellent police work, Cordell. Let's hope it gives us something solid to go on before the August gang strikes again.
Bien.
Kelly, Cordell, a word.
Tiene ambulancia, ¿verdad que sí?
Kowalski?
Hago
Why
un
don't you
cuchillo
take
de una
Cordell
ambulancia.
out and show him how we handle reckless driving in this town?
By promoting the cops that do it most?
I'm not
Pero
kidding
este es un
around,
ejemplo
Kelly. We need
que no hay que
collars.
comprar
The
juegos
mayor's been
de
making noise
lanzamiento.
about quality of life crimes.
Le han
It's
metido
in
un montón de
our
parches
interest
este
to
juego.
show him some numbers on that.
Le han metido
Let me
ray tracing,
guess.
le han metido
Election
4K, le han metido 60
So you wait till
FPS.
you retire to
Le han metido un
start
montón de
paying
cosas.
attention to how this
Jugabilidad,
city
que si la
works?
ambulancia, que
It's
si secuestro, no
amazing
sé
what
cuánto.
almost being a
Este juego
civilian
le ha
will
hecho un
do.
juego completo.
Come on, Rook. Let's go make the streets safe for some local politicians' careers.
Sal de la comisaría. Es que se ve bonito, tío. Me gusta lo
You
gráfico.
take the wheel, kid.
Este diseño artístico
You're
me
only
mola,
gonna
¿eh?
learn this kind of thing by doing it yourself. On vehicle patrols, you want to keep an eye out for speeders and erratic drivers. Drive slow, eyes open. If we see someone breaking the law, I'll guide you. If you're struggling to find
Se va
speeders,
conduciendo,
the
¿eh?
highways are a good bet. You won't always be able to tell if a car is speeding, which is why we check their speed. We got a live one, kid. Get behind them and blip the siren to make them pull over. Control, we're on it. Check their ID, then issue the fine. In that order.
Control, check this one for priors.
Checking database for records.
Speeding like that deserves a fine.
Nothing flagged in the system. They're clear.
That'll slow him down. Get behind a vehicle to check their speed.
puedo utilizar la unidad canina.
You won't
también.
always be able
Eso
to
no lo
tell if
sabía.
a car is speeding,
Lo de
which
los
is why
perros.
we check their speed.
Creo que es algo, sí, algo escuché de los perros. Pero aún no han salido los perros, ¿eh? Ni la ambulancia. Bueno, me imagino porque acabamos de empezar.
If you're struggling to find speeders, the highways are a good bet. Get behind a vehicle to check their speed.
Voy a dar la vuelta.
You won't always be able to tell if a car is speeding, which is why we check their speed. Same routine as before. Get on their tail and flip the siren. 84, Adam. Show us handling. Okay. Go check their ID, but don't issue a fine just yet.
Dispatch, I need a warrants check on an ID.
Affirmative, stand by.
I smell booze. Ask them to exit the vehicle and then perform a breath test. Now ask them to blow into the breathalyzer. You just got your first DUI, partner. Go ahead and make the arrest.
Arrestar, sospechoso.
Radio for an escort unit.
No, porque si sigo conduciendo... ¡Ay! No le he leído las... No le he leído... No le he leído la... Oh, los derechos. Es que los derechos hay que leerlo rápido. Cuando sale el cuadradito, ¡pum!
Turn that siren off. We don't need it on right now. Get behind a vehicle to check their speed.
Durán, dice, hay tantos juegos, José, es imposible aburrirte. Que se nota una mejoría. Joder, 4K, 60 FPS, Ray Tracing. ¿Qué más quieres? Claro que se nota.
If you're struggling to find speeders,
Tiene
the highways are a good
servicio de
bet.
ambulancia, el servicio canina, puedes tener perritos. Yo qué sé, tío, un montón de cosas. Si te gusta GTA 3, esto te va a gustar, tío. Es un GTA de policía.
Speeders are out in force today. All you, kid. Evading is enough for an arrest, but you can ID and breath test if you want. Don't let him get away!
Se da la fuga, ¿no?
We have units on standby if required.
'84 Adam requesting backup.
10-4. Suspect vehicle last spotted on Fenwick North Bay.
Get closer.
Suspect vehicle identified in Linden West. Support is standing by.
We need some backup.
84 received.
Central, be advised, suspect missed strikes.
Hook 'em and book 'em, kid.
You have the right to remain silent.
Ahora he leído el derecho rápido.
Control, check this one for priors.
Received. Checking now. 84, no infractions on record.
Antecedentes, no tenía antecedentes.
Okay, they're sober.
No he oído. Que abra el maletero. ¿Puedo abrir el maletero? No se puede. Tengo que arrestarlo.
Let's say we run this one downtown ourselves. Just relax, will ya?
Lo metemos dentro del coche. Venga, mete dentro.
You need to put them in the vehicle.
Qué guapo el juego, tío. Qué guapo el juego, tío. Es una maravilla, tío. Es una maravilla. Quitamos la sirena.
What are you waiting for? Get him out of the car and into the station.
Tú, para adentro. Venga, va. Lectura de derechos, sí. Firmado. Procesado. Finalizamos el día.
Kelly, Cordell, Chief wants to see you. He's going to be at Kavanaugh's. I think that's a bar over at the plaza.
Como sigas así,
Oh,
llegarás
come
al
on. We're
comisario.
about to clock out.
Yeah, I don't write the messages.
Chat.
I just read them.
Trasteando, Fine.
Come on, kid.
Bueno, sí, porque
Guess
le
I'd
metieron
rather
la opción
torpedo
de
my
llevar
evening than
un perro
torpedo my
policía
pension.
contigo. Pero no lo he probado aún. Sí, perro y la ambulancia y no sé qué historia más. Le han metido un montón de cosas. Pero aparte, gráficamente lo han mejorado. Porque el gráfico era una mierda. Se podía jugar, pero no. Y ahora mira aquí bien se ve ahora 4K, 60 FPS y ray tracing, ¿eh? O sea que está muy bien. Oye, la música me gusta, la música. ¿Se puede subir la música? Hay cambios pendientes. ¿Quiere aplicarlos? ¿Volumen del perro? ¿Veis? Ha dicho... O sea, también podemos elegir cómo quiere que suenen los ladridos del perro. Vamos a dejar pasar los coches.
Thanks for joining us. Now that we're all here, I want to introduce you to Antonio. He's got inside information about the August gang, and he's willing to share.
Just out of the goodness of his own heart, huh?
Esta música
Let's
parece
just say the
de
department has a certain
Marquita en
amount
la
of
playa.
leverage here. Antonio is
¿dónde has
opting to
escuchado esta
act in his
música? ¿En
own
qué playa?
self-interest.
Jail doesn't
La
suit
Marquita de la
my
playa, pero-
delicate
¿En qué
constitution.
playa?
I have a
¿Qué está
feeling
pasando?
you do the same in my shoes.
That's why you won't find me in your shoes.
Gentlemen, let's stow the chatter and get to work. Antonio says he can give us the leader of the August gang.
Mr. Nobody.
The question mark.
Oh, he's got a name. Matthew Costa.
Oh, yeah? And where do we find this Mr. Costa?
He's holed up in the steel mill. That's been the August gang's main base for the past 2 months.
I've mobilized a SWAT unit for tonight. We don't want to risk them moving again, and I'm worried we have some loose lips in the precinct.
No time like the
En
present.
la...
Hell yeah.
¿Dónde?
Cordell and Kelly,
Ah,
I
en
want you
Hawái.
there with Ferreira and Lee as part of the backup
En la,
squad.
en la de-
Let's
en
suit
la
up
serie.
and load out.
En la serie de Hawái.
Antonio, we appreciate you risking your skin to give us this intel.
Oh, anything for our boys in blue.
Yeah, whatever you say. Brera, you ready?
You bet your ass.
Ground team, on me. We'll hold this position by the door and watch for runners.
These goons aren't expecting us, so we should catch them off guard. Breach team, begin your approach. Remember, Costa is your primary target. We want him alive. According to our source, he's in a red jacket. On my mark, 3, 2, 1, mark!
Police, freeze! My squad is outnumbered. I need reinforcements now!
Pro team, get in there!
Ay, me he equivocado, me he equivocado. Me he pasado de largo.
Got a positive ID on the leader, sir. He's in a red jacket. That's your guy. Remember, we need him alive. He's running.
One less bad guy. He's shooting! Suspect is down. Shots fired! Central, suspect is neutralized. He's shooting!
Suspect KIA.
Me quedo sin bala.
Shots fired!
No, ya tengo una mano.
Suspect down.
Take him down! Shots fired!
Suspect KIA.
He's running.
Anda, saco. Le metemos sacos.
One dead. Cover the body.
Ah, qué bueno este juego. Es buenísimo, tío.
We've got a fatality here.
No salta la munición. Este que no salta. Mira, te la voy a bajar la música, tío. La veo muy fuerte, tío. Aún la veo muy fuerte.
No signs of life. One dead. Cover the body.
Control, requesting ME transport for a confirmed fatality.
Affirmative. 10-4, request for backup acknowledged.
We've got a fatality here.
Tiene un arma. ¿No me dejo cogerla?
Halt! You have the right to remain silent.
Arrestado.
Central, requesting a 1029 on the subject.
Checking database for records. 84, individual is a known felon.
A la cárcel.
You had a good long while to make trouble out here. Now you're gonna be with us for a good while.
You got the wrong guy.
Tell it to the judge, numbnuts. You got this, kid?
Chantaje, influencia y organizaciones corruptas de fuga. Lectura de derechos. Sí. Firmado. Nick Cordell. Vale, a la cárcel. Y ahora la mujer policía se la va a llevar. Qué chulo el juego, tío. Qué chulo. Qué guapo.
All right, officers.
Marcelo,
organized crime has finished their initial sweep of the steel mill. They have confirmed it was the August Gang's primary base of operations. The DA is satisfied that we have enough evidence to prosecute Matthew Costa as the leader of the organization.
That mean we finally get a little peace and quiet around here?
You know how this works, Sergeant. We take down one scumbag, the rest scramble to fill the void. My gut says the other gangs will be out in force in the coming days, trying to become the new kings of the hill. Our job is to stop them. But that's for tomorrow. Tonight, we sleep the sleep of the just. Good work, all of you. Dismissed. Except you, Cordell. My office.
Vale, ¿no da tiempo una misión más?
Your father would have been proud of what you did today, Cordell. I know he inspired you to enlist in the ACPD. And if that motivates you to be a good cop, I'm all for it.
Thank you, sir.
I've been meaning to clear the air about something else as well. You might have heard things, but I want you to get it straight from me. The department did everything we could to track down your father's killer. I headed the investigation myself, but on a case this big, in a town this dirty, no one wants to step forward for fear of catching a bullet of their own. Was it random, intentional, someone sick in the head? We just don't know. And those are the risks we sign up for every day we put on this uniform. Trying to figure it all out will just drive you crazy. Like I said, your father would have been proud to see you in that uniform. And he would have wanted you to focus on keeping the city safe. Speaking of which, I want you to start working with Detectives Ferreira and Lee on your next shift. They're going to have their hands full with the garbage that will show up and try to fill the August Gang shoes. And I have a feeling they'll be keeping you more than busy.
Como cualquier GTA, como cualquier el Red Dead Redemption, el 1, el 2, como cualquier Final Fantasy, como muchos juegos por desgracia. ¿Te sigo contando? ¿Qué hacemos ahora? Memphis, ¿le mandamos la mierda a todos los juegos que estén subtitulados? Que hay que leer mucho. ¿Lo mandamos todos? ¿Lo mando a la mierda? Es lo que hay. Yo ya me quejo más que tú. Todos los días. Pero nadie me escucha. Siguen sacando juegos con subtítulos. Claro. Si nadie compra el GTA 6, ya vería cómo me pondrían doblaje en español. Guau, esta música tiene copyright. Me veo editando el vídeo. Este juego me va a dar faena. Me va a dar trabajo este juego. Me veo mañana editando el vídeo. Aquí está la música. A mí no me gusta leer, a mí sí. A mí juegos que con tantos subtítulos que hay que leer, a mí me molesta un poco. Me da mucha rabia. ¿Y sabes por qué? Porque mientras estás conduciendo, no puedes leer los subtítulos. Hay otro juego muy guapo, que no me acuerdo cómo se llama, de este estilo, de uno que se da la fuga de la cárcel. Es muy bueno ese también. ¿Cómo se llama ese juego? Es un indie. Es muy chulo, que entras por las casas a robar, a llevarte las cosas. Tú haces de ladrón. Porque tienes que averiguar quién mató a su padre, me parece. Pero no me acuerdo cómo se llama ese juego. ¿Vosotros lo acordáis qué juego es? Es un juego indie. De este estilo. Seguro que lo sabéis. Lo que no me acuerdo el título. Tampoco no me acuerdo si lo compré para Play o para Xbox. Yo que no te lo doy a este juego. Dentro de su género. De lo que propone. Un 9. A este juego le doy un 9. Juego sobresaliente. Yo a este juego le daba antes un 6. Pero ahora como está ahora, con las novedades, con Con el 4K, el 60 FPS y con el ray tracing le doy 9. El líder de la banda Augusta muere 24 horas después de ser detenido.
I wish I could say otherwise, but it's a royal mess out there today. Chandler, Sayers, take Brookhaven.
You got it, boss.
Christie, Selby, make sure things stay on the rails in the east.
A ti, Memphis, te pasa igual que a mí. Cuando hay mucha acción y tienes que leer, eso la verdad que
Cordell, Kelly,
cabrea.
Chief wants you to have a chat with Detectives Lee and Ferrara before you set out on patrol.
Will do, Kowalski. What do you know, kid? They got you talking to the detectives already. You must be doing something right.
Hey, Cordell, Kelly, it's good to see you. We're going to be ramping up our gang enforcement in the coming days based on some strong leads we've been getting, and we wanted to loop you in.
The two main gangs in our sights are the Jawheads, my little problem, and Crimson Serpent. Those dopes are being handled by Detective Lee.
While you're out on the beat, we want you to keep your eye out for gang members committing crimes. Once you've resolved the immediate situation, be on the alert for any additional evidence they might have dropped.
Que puedes mejorar la habilidades, puedes mejorar el
can also
personaje.
find additional
Ese
clues
juego
by
muy,
searching
muy
them.
bueno, tío, muy
To
bueno.
take these gangs
¿Cómo
down,
se llama ese
we're going
juego?
to need enough evidence to make the charges stick.
Memphis,
For now,
David
leave
Durán.
the paperwork to us.
Es en
When
este
you find
estilo,
something,
pero
take it to Eugene up
era
in the
uno que
evidence
se
room.
escapa de la
He'll link
cárcel
it to our active
porque
cases
fue
and keep us
detenido porque le
posted.
había matado a su
Once
padre
we
y
get
no
enough
había matado a
evidence,
su
we can
padre.
try to take
Y
down the
intenta
leaders.
averiguar quién está
The
detrás.
chief says he wants you in the
¿Cómo se llama
ocean,
ese
but
juego?
not so
Visión
deep it's
isométrica.
over your head.
Que entras por las
These might
casas a
be the
robar
biggest
y
operations
tienes
the
que
precinct runs,
darte
but we still need
la
worker
fugante que
bees
llega la
to take care
policía.
of the
No me
nitty-gritty.
acuerdo, tío, ese juego.
That's
Es un
where
juego
you
indie,
come
tío.
in. You're on what we like
Es
to
muy
call
bueno, tío.
run around and deal with
¿Cómo
crap
se
we
llamaba
don't
ese
want to
juego?
duty. Like talking to that scumbag Antonio.
Antonio says he'll pass us info at particular times and places.
Fugitive,
He'll go pick it up
Fugitive.
for us.
A ver si lo
Sometimes
tengo en
he'll
Play.
be at
Yo sí que lo tengo,
Kavanaugh's.
pero
If he
no-
can't make it there, he'll
no sé si
call
lo
a
tengo
prearranged
en-
payphone. He says it's the
Play o
only
en
way
Xbox.
he can stay
Fugitive.
safe.
Gracias.
What a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but thankfully for
Ahora
us,
miramos.
he's your pain in the ass.
Ese
You
es
want to
muy
wear
bueno
the
también.
blues?
¿Lo has
You
jugado?
gotta pay your dues.
David Durán.
We all did it coming up.
Damn right. Oh, while you're up, go ahead and take this to Eugene in the evidence room.
A Carol le
He'll
gustaría.
talk you through his organization
Fugitive.
system.
Mira, aquí tenemos árbol de habilidades, físico, combate, patrullaje, vehículo. A ver. Lo tengo comprado, pero no me acuerdo en dónde. ¿En Play o en Xbox? Aquí, American Fugitive. Es muy bueno, tío. Me lo voy a descargar. Ahora han metido un montón de mejoras, ¿eh? ¿Ves? Este estilo es muy bueno. American Fugitive. A ver qué he metido aquí en novedad. El juego es un título de PS4 que funciona en PS5 vía retrocompatibilidad y no ha sido incluido en la lista reciente de juegos Pro. O sea, no tiene el parche PSR 2. Dice que en la Play 5 Pro, con el Game Boss, dice que los FPS son estables, cosa que en la Play 4 sí que tenía caída FPS. Este es muy bueno. Bueno, este Battlefield lo voy a desinstalar porque de momento no voy a jugarlo. Me falta tiempo, Lo voy a quitar ahora. Ya lo jugaremos más adelante. Y esto. Vale, esto lo voy a instalar. Este es muy bueno.
Hey, Cordell. Thanks for bringing this in. I guess now's a good time to talk you through how I keep track of the evidence. Take a look. Averno's gangs all have a hierarchy. We don't want to go after the big boss before we can make the charges stick. To do that, we need evidence. As you gather materials from crime scenes, I'll track the evidence against the gangster's photo. When the detectives think we have enough to make a case, they'll put together an operation to bring them in. We work our way up the chain. We get the low-level guys, and they lead us to the captain. We get the captain, and they lead us to the underboss. Eventually, we'll have enough of a foundation to target the gang's boss, arrest them, and shut down the gang for good. That Crimson Serpent evidence you just gave me is now logged in the right spot. Bring me more, and we'll start filling out the picture. Not all of the evidence you gather will be related to the gangs, but anything that connects to an active gangster will end up in here, logged against the appropriate person. Good luck out there.
Bueno, vamos a dejarlo. Lo dejamos, gente. Un momento que tenemos otro directo. Juego recomendado, gente. Juego recomendado. Esto es un juegazo entretenido, divertido. Y está muy bien. Muy bien. Así que nada, gente. Nos vemos en 2 minutos con... ¿Qué nos toca ahora? Starfield, ¿no? Nos toca Starfield. Con Starfield. ¿Vale? Hasta luego. Gracias.